What's going on, everybody? It's Dr. Scrubbington here. So now that it's June, Jesus Christ, how is it already June? Now that we're going into the next month, it's time for me to make another one of these videos. This time around, I actually have some gameplay other than that Team Fortress 2 server. You know, I really love that Mario Kart TF2 server, but for the sake of keeping things fresh, here's some Black Ops 3 gameplay for you instead. I mean, I was gonna get Overwatch, but I'm kind of saving my money, you know. Now that I've cleared that up, let's get started here. So May 2016 was a very interesting month for me, even more than April was. I'd say it was a little more productive than April, not as much as I hoped it to be, but it was also just crazier for me in general. It started off pretty good, you know, I had a bit of a tight schedule to work with, but it was going alright for the first couple weeks. Then, something unexpected happened. At the end of the second week of May, I got sick. I then remembered that humans could actually get sick. I was having such a good time over those couple weeks beforehand that I just completely forgot that diseases existed. I don't know what it was that I got sick with, but I was pretty sick. It was probably Marburg virus or something, I don't know. Whatever it was, it gave me a fever and chills and gastrointestinal issues. Luckily, the illness went away fairly quickly, but it did set my whole schedule back a couple of days. It wasn't too much, but I still had to work a little harder to get these videos done. Especially the Call of Duty 2016 video. I had to get that uploaded before the second DLC pack for Black Ops 3 came out on Xbox One, because I actually said something in the video that denotes that it's supposed to come before the second DLC came out, you know, because you guys obviously care about that. But I was running late with it, and I ended up working on it for an entire day. The rest of the month went pretty much the way I wanted it to, although since I got sick and I had to take a couple sick days off, I didn't get as much done as I originally hoped to. But May was also an interesting month in the sense that it got me thinking a lot. It made me think about how all of this is going and how I should organize my time for all the videos I want to make. Because during this past month, I've been trying to determine what exactly is causing me to not get these videos done fast enough. Is it because I'm procrastinating too much? Is it because of school getting in the way? Or is it because I have too many ideas? It seems like the videos I make should take no time at all to edit, and yet it still takes me 3 days to get a video up. But as I kept editing my videos, I thought about it some more, and I've begun to realize that the biggest reason why I can't get these videos out that quickly is Movie Maker. All the things I said before play a little part in it too, but I think the one single thing that's holding me back from making the videos I want to make, when I want to make them, is the crappy software that I'm using to edit them. And I've got many reasons to say why this software is just downright horrible. Seriously, if you've never used Movie Maker before, please don't. If you really wanted to experience that level of agony, I'd suggest drinking some friggin' Clorox bleach instead. This software is just one of the absolute worst, most unstable pieces of shit I've ever seen in my entire life. I think this software has some sort of digital cancer or something, like some of its coding is damaged or missing, and it's completely messed up the entire system irreversibly. I honestly don't know how I'm still alive. Movie Maker is also the cause for some of these feelings I've been having throughout the year so far. I've been kind of contradicting myself a lot, and I'm not quite sure how to explain it, so hopefully this won't be too confusing for you. I've been procrastinating and not wanting to edit my videos because my mind makes it feel like it's going to be really tedious and boring, and that's mostly because of how bad Movie Maker is. But on the other hand, I found that if I just get immersed and I just do it, I can find it somewhat enjoying making these videos, especially if there's a lot of jokes to edit and if I spice it up like that. I think that's what I've been lacking. I've been making so many videos that are just not bright or interesting, and that makes it a little boring. But if I can make it good enough to the point where I can actually listen to myself and watch the video, and if I have the right frame of mind too, like if I'm in a good mood at the time, then I find it enjoyable. So I think another major thing I should really be doing is working on my comedy skills. If I want to make interesting videos that people will enjoy watching all the time, I need to make them interesting and fresh in some way, not just to satisfy myself, like not just my reactions as I'm playing the game, but I've also got to make it so that my audience will be satisfied as well. And once again, that's something that's not going to happen instantly. Sometimes it's a skill that you need to build on and get better at, like a lot of things we do in life, and it could take a while to achieve, but if I keep trying and practice and stay positive about it, then I'm sure I'll get better in the future. However, despite that kind of positive attitude that I've been trying to keep towards the whole situation, I'm still looking forward to the day that I finally get my hands on Vegas Pro, because there really shouldn't be any excuse for how bad Movie Maker is. It's honestly just sad how shitty it is. It's almost incomprehensibly sad. I have to render every video I make at least 2 or 3 times because Movie Maker can only allow one audio track at a time. I have to use a second shitty software for editing certain effects onto clips in the video just because Movie Maker doesn't have those features. And that comes with even more rendering and processing too. By the way, if you've never rendered a video before, or if you've never seen the process, rendering takes a long time, especially if the quality is high like 1080p. Even if you have a very fast computer such as mine, it's not instantaneous at all. It can take hours to save a video sometimes. And it's not even the software's fault. Any software you use will do this because it's not the software that renders the video. It's the video encoder, which is basically just the algorithm for processing videos on your computer. And that's completely separate from the editing software itself. Not to mention, Movie Maker is terrible when it comes to clips within the video. You may notice in my videos that the audio sometimes clips a little short at certain cuts within the video, like it sounds like a frame got dropped or something and the timing isn't correct. Now, it's not the software's fault for how it renders, as I said before, but it is the software's fault for incorrectly displaying the video in the preview. What I mean by that is, some of these cuts in the video sound completely fine as I'm editing it in the software itself, but then when it renders, it's just that if everything gets shifted around one frame. Since it can't be the video encoder's fault, I think it's gotta be the software itself that's shifting the frames around. Either way, it really throws me off sometimes, and it just ticks me off, and a lot of the time I have to go back after I've rendered the video and fix the cuts that sound really weird, which takes some time, and then I have to render the video again, which takes even more time. It's about an hour of my day used up just because Movie Maker is so retarded that it can't even display the video correctly in the preview. So with all of this extra rendering and using multiple softwares that I have to do just to put together one video, it makes the whole editing process far longer than it really should be. Hopefully when I get Vegas Pro or maybe even Adobe Premiere, I'm actually not sure which one I should get, but once I get an actually good editing software, hopefully all of these issues will be gone and I should be able to get these videos out much faster and much easier, and then I can be relieved of my suffering and forget that Movie Maker even existed in the first place. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see that light at the end of the tunnel when there's so much that I have to deal with in the present, but that light is there, and inside of it is a good editing software just waiting for me. I'm closer to getting Vegas Pro than ever before, and there's no looking back now, and I just need to be positive and resilient until that day of relief finally comes. Alright guys, now that I've gotten that whole thing out of the way, let me talk about how my schedule's been going and what I have set for June. So first of all, I apologize for the lack of Super Mario Galaxy 2 Green Stars lately. I think the last one I did was like a month ago or something. And I know that in the series I said I was going to start doing it once a week again. I said that this time I really actually meant it, and I was going to do one video per week no matter what. And yet, just like every other time in the past, other things in life overrode that goal, and I just couldn't get it to fit into my schedule. This time I actually have a valid excuse for that though, and that's because I've been trying to play some other games on my channel recently, if you couldn't tell. I kind of had to make a choice between doing more Super Mario Galaxy 2 like I said I would, or playing some other games that I haven't seen in a while. Ultimately, I decided that it would probably be better to play some other games and mix things up a bit. The Super Mario Galaxy 2 can honestly wait. At the rate that the series is going at, it's gonna take me into 2017 anyway. There's really no denying it. So what I decided to do is I'm gonna play some more games that I haven't played in a while, maybe even some games that I haven't played on my channel at all yet, and I'm just gonna do those alongside Super Paper Mario. But once school ends, I'm gonna try to get back to Mario Galaxy, and hopefully I'll be able to do it once a week like I promised. Speaking of Super Paper Mario, that's the last thing I want to address here. So if you've been watching that Let's Play, you probably know that it's taking me way too long. At the rate that I've been going at over the last 2 months, I'll never get this game done. I need to step up my game if I actually want to finish this Let's Play. With Movie Maker and everything, it's been kind of hard to feel positive about it. I feel like I could never get this thing done anytime soon. But I keep forgetting that the Summer and Sony Vegas Pro are both closer than I even realized, and with a better editing software and more time in the day to do things, I should be able to do so much more than I could even hope to do right now. But there's something else I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting that none of this really matters. All this YouTube stuff that I do, it doesn't serve any real purpose. My OCD tells me that this Let's Play needs to get done by a certain time, But the truth is that it's all just an idea that my mind makes up. I don't have to get it done by a certain time. Even if it is interfering with other things that I wanted to get done, I'll get to those things sometime eventually anyway. Time is simply going by too fast, and even with a better editing software and more time in the day, I should still be making the most I can out of this game, and I can't do that if I'm trying to rush it. Time is going too fast to try and cram all these videos into such a short period. Sometimes things happen that we don't expect at all, and sometimes we just wish they didn't happen that way in the first place. Sometimes you even start to worry about how it'll affect things later on. But the simple truth is, there's nothing we can do to change the past, and we don't know what the future will hold, so all I can really do now is just go with the flow and not let anything like what day it is or how long it takes ruin it for me. I don't know how the rest of this Let's Play is gonna go, but whatever happens is whatever happens, and I just gotta go with it. I just need to live in the present, keep going with it, no matter how quickly or how long it takes me, and I can't think too much about it. It'll eventually get done sometime anyway, and only then can we worry about what to do next. But until that day comes, we just need to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride while it still lasts. Okay guys, let's change the mood a little bit here. So do you remember that swaggest background ever that I made a month ago for 420 Day? Well, I decided it wasn't swag enough, so I updated it. Introducing the swaggest background ever, Kill Yourself Edition. Some new features include Kim Jong-un has more swag, except his nukes do less, so it's a little more realistic. The Doge and the Game Grumps also have more swag. Shrek decided to join in. Snoop Dogg now reminds you to
smoke weed every day.
And there's a Clorox bottle in the corner telling you to kill yourself, so you can have a friendly reminder every day that your life is shit. The swaggest background ever, Kill Yourself Edition, is now available for download on my Google Plus page. Just a warning though, this background contains extremely high amounts of swag, and it may cause your computer to die of a freaking swag overdose. Or it might launch itself to Mars to become the first computer to fly solo to another planet without letting you know first. Pre-order the Legacy Edition today and get a special swaggest background ever for smartphones. Well guys, I'm pretty sure your eyes have melted by now. I'm not paying for your medical expenses though, I mean it was your fault for clicking on this video. But luckily, that's pretty much gonna do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this cancer. I'm not sure how you could have. I mean, all it was me just rambling about my freaking philosophy for 15 minutes while Black Ops 3 plays in the background. But if you did, then go ahead and show some support. If you want, go ahead and leave a like. Let's see if we can get today's video to 10 likes. It's probably never gonna happen, but let's just keep it at that. 1 like and I'll give you a kill yourself. I'll just give you a flashing rainbow kill yourself so you can remind yourself every day about how much of your life you've wasted watching YouTube videos. I'm gonna go play some more not Overwatch now, so have a good day everybody. I'll see you later.
Let's get Roy
Into the news!